are in Russia or whether they are in America, everybody has that concern. But I truly always believe that when there is a will, there is a way. So we all have the will. It's just a matter of finding the way to do that. So my request, or many people say, well, you're the Shaji Lama, you should tell us what to do. If that is the case, from today's Tsagan Sar onwards, today's New Year onwards, that should never ever be an excuse. From today onwards, it's a new beginning. Make an effort. Without an effort, we cannot achieve anything. And growing up, speaking to the generations here, now also the many older generations as well, now which are some are in their late 60s, early 70s, and when I speak to them, they always say, it was never explained. Buddhism was never explained. And it's so easy to blame others. So if it wasn't explained, then my argument or my question is always, did you make an effort? And the answer is always no. We can make an effort if we have deep down inside, if we are really concerned. So let today's gathering be a dedication to the older generation. Let the new year begin with new beginnings. No longer we say, it's not being explained. I'm standing here today explaining to you. Accept that. Take it within your heart and always remember that. Now, Tsagan Sar, what it symbolizes, why we gather on Tsagan Sar Eve. And many of the people who come from Russia, they say, well, we say Tsagan Sar as New Year. The Kalmyks who are coming from Ilista or Kalmykia, they say, well, мы отмечаем Новый год на Зул. И каждый год это, как сказать, не меняет, это каждый год это вопросы поднимает. In Kalmykia, during Zul, what is Zul? Zul is the birthday of Tsongkhapa. And also it is the what we call the Festival of Lights. Zul is butter lamp. That is the day that we light butter lamps. So our people always lived as nomads. Either before revolution in Kalmykia, we lived as nomads. So during Zul, the reason we celebrate that as New Year is that during Zul always falls in winter time, and all the nomads come home. And Zul is for Buddhists, for us who follow the Gelugpa tradition, it's like Christmas. Christmas is birthday of Jesus. And so for the Kalmyks, Zul was birthday of Tsongkhapa. And that is the time when all the nomads gathered home. So that's why they celebrate the festive part. They do it during Zul. That's why it became to be known as Novy God, Kalmyksky Novy God. But in reality, the first month, the first day of the lunar calendar begins on Tsagan Sar. Tsagan Sar is the beginning of spring. And that is the time when all the nomads start separating. getting ready to take their animals and be gone from their families and relatives for many months at a time. So they dedicate Tsagan Sar, the first day of Tsagan Sar, to the 15th of the lunar calendar in prayers. So you understand the festive part, the party, the drinking, the cooking, the borzik, the shulun, the mahan and all that, that was always done during Zul. And from Tsagan Sar Eve, like today we began the prayer. From today onwards to the 15th of the lunar calendar, it was always done in prayer. So that's because they were so dedicated, they had no time to party. So that's why from the first day onwards, they dedicate the whole 15 days in prayer, making offerings, going to temples, traveling from one village to another village, to so on. So that is the explanation, and to clarify. Now I know there are some Buryats and Tuvans and also maybe Mongols who might be joining here. And the question is always, every year it also becomes a question. Well, why is Mongolians celebrating in January, or late January, or mid-February, and the Kalmyks are celebrating different areas? It is because of the astrological calculations and the various traditions they follow. It differs from that. So the Mongolians, according to their location, according to how the sun rises and the sun sets, the moon turns, it's all the astronomy, cosmology, calculation that they do.